Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a podcast and videocast from univrm.com. Today is an opinion article titled, "The Emperor Has No Clothes." With editors on holiday, an excellent chance to write unedited opinion articles. Please don't try to find any overall meaning to the opinion articles other than the alleged answer to everything, 42, which makes as much sense as anything else in today's world. Greece has 1/3 of its entire landmass for sale. No one is buying. The Greek economy is a disaster, with pensioners committing suicide in front of their unelected government's parliament, and people setting themselves on fire, and virtually everyone unhappy with further economic sanctions, hurting those least able to do anything about it. You're old, sick, young, trying to find a job, trying to run a business, or anything else. It doesn't really matter because it's impossible. Banks are not lending. Entrepreneurs can't start new businesses, which need risk capital, and capital, if it exists, is risk averse. So tightening the belt on a starving person, the best world leaders can come up with as a solution, citing statistics. It has been said opinion articles like smelly feet. Anyone can create them. Opinion articles sometimes ponder the cynical axiom, one death is a tragedy, but 10,000 deaths a statistic. This correlates with, when you don't need help, you'll receive it, world weirdness. Adam Smith, the father of modern economics, stated there was a law of unintended consequences when governments created laws. You can see this in countries where the tax system is so high they experience brain drains due to people leaving the country for better economic opportunities. The same is true for business, and the response by governments is to tax everyone more. Currency, in all its forms, is like water, and flows toward the path of least resistance to where it can pool and be safe. Without water, humans and societies die, and it is never a pretty sight. The Spanish people are on the verge of experiencing the same economic calamity of Greece, Ireland, and Portugal, only their troubles twice as large as all the other previous countries mentioned. 51% unemployment rate for anyone under age 23. The future has no future in the present. The future looks more like the past in terms of civil unrest, human tragedy, and despair. Lack of current revenues to pay old debts as less people work and more social safety nets eliminated. Gross solutions can't be found when governments try to get money from any entity they can, eliminating any possibility of the only true creator of jobs, private industry and entrepreneurs, who need capital to function, and there is no capital available. As with Greece, the same logic used to fix the problem, and the results statistics of numbers immune to human suffering. A baby is born in the United States. The second the baby born, they owe $75,000 in debt incurred by their government. The debt continues to grow. By the time the baby is legally allowed to begin work at minimum wage, it will take 5.2 years, assuming no food, water, clothes, housing, etc. Hello neo-feudalism, to repay the debt baby born with. All things that might help baby reach maturity as a productive member of society, healthcare, education, safety, food, water, shelter, and even human acceptance, slowly eliminated. They can look forward to the fact 1/3 will be arrested before age 23. Do as I say and not as I do. This is now the norm of international relations. What we, us, have, you, them, cannot have. The reason for the justification does not matter, because all justifications are sanctimonious hypocrisy backed by force and the threat of violence. Want to start a business somewhere and innovate, employ, and create new things? Many people applaud the concept while simultaneously, words never the equal of action, inhibiting the possibility of it ever happening. The idea stolen, funding, if somehow miraculously available, will equate to we, money, get it, all, and you, them, creator of something, get next to nothing. The Hollywood movie character Gordon Gekko from the movie Wall Street, driving a mantra of greed works taken to its ultimate insanity of nothing but greed works, and everyone a statistic to be used not as a function of capitalism, but as peons in a game of neo-feudalism. Females, comprising 50% or more of the population of the planet, and the nurturers of any generations to come, cannot participate in society in the same way as males. Why? There is only one reason, and the same reason given for almost everything: because we can, and there's not much you can do about it. Surprised? Opinion articles often repeat themselves. Do as I say, not as I do. This is now the norm of human relations. What we, us, have, you, them, cannot have. The reasons for the justification does not matter, because all justifications are sanctimonious hypocrisy backed by force and the threat of violence. The etymology of the word rape, from the ancient Latin word rapere, to seize, carry off by force, abduct, but normally referred to in Latin as stuprum, meaning disgrace. Yes, the whole property ownership thing falls under the category of the more things change, the more they remain the same. Currently, a large portion of the U.S. populace views the consequence of rape, a zygote or proto-human fetus, should receive more rights than the rape victims inflicted by same without consent. This ties back to unemployment and the world economy and socio-economic tragedies. Statistics are merely statistics, and rape in a larger sense simply another form of do as I say and not as I do. What we, us, have, you, them, cannot have. The reason for the justification does not matter, because all justifications are sanctimonious hypocrisy backed by force and the threat of violence. Yes, the emperor has no clothes. This has been copyright 2012, univrum.com, trademarked, all rights reserved. At univrum.com, we create original content with humor and satire on current event news, opinion articles, economy articles, science current events, and our science fiction book series titled Change Hope. As an advertisement, there is a donations accepted button on our website, www.univrum.com, on donations welcome to help us keep publishing in difficult economic times. As a second advertisement, please remember univrum.com offering our science fiction book series Change Hope, released as a series on a chapter and book-by-book basis like the old Amazing Stories magazine. Change Hope available in all ebook formats and as an audiobook. You can download the first chapter for free by going to www.univrum.com/downloads/. You can listen to this article via podcast at the iTunes Store by subscribing to univrum.com, or read it on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube at the UNIVRM channel. This has been a podcast and videocast brought to you by univrum.com, and we hope to bring you more in future.